Good morning. Clearly, it's time to wake up. My husband's alarm just went off. Perfect timing. Let's get this started. Let's come into this present moment right here and right now, knowing that whatever came before and whatever is coming after can be put aside as we just listen for the guidance that we are meant to receive today. I'm asking for the guidance for today, but also through the weekend, as I sometimes like to do on Fridays. And the guidance that I felt called to request is how to step more fully into forgiveness. Forgiveness is, it's guidance that I've asked for before, but also something that I think I could ask for every single day and still be able to dive deeper and deeper and deeper. And it's like a bottomless pit, because forgiveness is so challenging and it's just so big. So today I asked for guidance around stepping into the fullness of forgiveness, and I received the Mystical Shaman card in reverse, upside down. So this is what that looks like. Okay, so Mystical Shaman. Now, as you may remember, I'm going to go ahead and read the essence of the card. And because it was reversed, we're going to be receiving, if I can get this right, the medicine of the card. Okay, let's dive right in because this is a long one. The essence of the Mystical Shaman. This is the symbol of the myth maker and storyteller who is neither made nor defined by the story. Instead, he observes it, evolves through it, perceives all aspects of it. In so doing, the Mystical Shaman represents the ability to dream a new story, a new myth into being. He dances between worlds, wearing the cloak of the world loosely around his shoulders, and sings the world into being. He reminds us to be in the world and travel through it, but not to be defined by it or become too attached to the experience. This is the symbol of true alchemy, for all elements of life have a spiritual aspect and a material one. When we remember this, all manner of miracles and manifestations are possible. So the guidance that the Mystical Shaman has to share with us today is be careful what you pray for. The Mystical Shaman cautions you against relentless attachment to a certain form that you think will make you happy, prosperous, famous, loved, etc. However, in seeing your dream come into being, had you considered what you were willing to sacrifice for it? Perhaps you've been telling yourself a certain story for so long, the story that only when you reach this particular goal will you be happy, that you will arrive. You didn't even notice that you're no longer the person who wanted those outcomes. You may have moved beyond these stories. Perhaps it's time to admit to yourself that you need to imagine a new story that is more in alignment with who you have become. Excuse the dog. This is just one moment in millions of moments in the continuum of a life. I'm hoping that that dog barking is not too distracting here. This is just one moment in millions of moments in the continuum of a life. Let it go. Let it be just a story and move on. Better tales are waiting to be told. So I think this medicine is very potent for the energy that we are really stepping into, this energy of claiming our divine feminine power. And, we got the curse yesterday that cautioned us to watch, how we're stepping into our power, to make sure that we're not doing it in a way that creates more karma, that creates more of an ego state that puts other people down in order to lift ourselves up. And this feels very much like a continuation of that guidance. What story are you telling yourself? Are you, like, when it comes to the forgiveness, once we're forgiven, or once we've forgiven, what are the expectations we have of what that's supposed to look like? Can we forgive without having the expectations of what it looks like? Is the story of the expectation of what that forgiveness is supposed to look like keeping us from fully forgiving? Because when we think we have forgiven, oh my God, I so do this, and it's just hitting me really hard. When we think that we have forgiven, we really haven't, and that's it. It becomes obvious when we haven't, because a similar situation will just return that same anger, and it will just return all of the same patterns. And we sit there and we go, but I thought I forgave. I thought I forgave. But in reality, the story that we were telling ourselves is, if I forgive, then either this won't happen anymore, or I won't be bothered by it anymore. And both of those are stories. And it keeps us in the expectation of forcing something to be different than what it actually is. So today and through this weekend, I invite you to practice noticing what it feels like to fully forgive, practicing what it feels like. What would it feel like? What would it look like if you were to forgive without any expectations? It's a tricky one. I wish you all the best. It's my birthday on Sunday. I am a Leo, and so I'm not saying you have to wish me a happy birthday, but if you're going to do it, make it like really big and grandiose. And I will be practicing my forgiveness. Actually, it is just the very birthday gift I would want to give myself. So I hope you have an amazing, amazing day today. And for those of you who have signed up for the Sekhmet Claiming Our Power group, I am so excited to get the first email out on Monday morning and to connect with you more through the rest of this month. We're going to make big changes happen. Fuck yeah. Mwah. Bye.